trade using bar charts, okay, which looked like this. And essentially the way that they used to read them is as follows. So we have a vertical line here, which gives us an idea of how high and how low the session went, okay? So the top of that line is always the high of the session, and the bottom of that line is always the low of the session. Now, these lines also had two horizontal lines coming out from each side. So you have one coming out to the left there, and you have another one coming out to the right there. The lines that come out to the left are always the opens of that session, and the ones that come out to the right are the close of that session, okay? So that is literally how they used to read them. Now you can see that because the right line, or the right horizontal line, is above the bottom left line, that means that this session ended up with a close higher than the open, so it was an up day or an up session. The line that we have next to him here, you can see that the horizontal line on the right is lower than the horizontal line that comes out to the left. So that means that this session was lower on the close than it was on the open. So this proved to be quite difficult to read because there were single colors. You've had to really focus your eye on looking at these horizontal lines that are coming out to make any kind of sense of this. So the introduction of the candlestick actually made everything easier, and the only thing that realistically happened in this transformation is that the space in between the open and the close in the up days and the open and the close in the down days were colored in. So if I just click this button, and if you pay attention to this line and this line, you will see what change occurs. Okay? You see, if I keep flicking away into different modes, you will see that realistically no levels have changed, but by adopting the candlestick, you can see that the low was at the open was at the low of the day. The session went up to this level and it closed here, and because it was a white or a green candle in some charts, that means that the session ended up higher or closed higher than the open. Whereas the session in this session, the close in this session was lower than the open. And because it's a black candle or a red candle in other charts, you can see that straight away. So by simply referencing this chart with your naked eye, you can have a much clearer picture a lot quicker than if you looked at a bar chart. Okay, so that is what a candlestick is. It's just an easier way for us to view our charts. So we will see you for the next lesson.